everybody, and welcome to another episode of Cruising Israel. I'm your host, Natalie.
And I'm Max.
And today, Max, we're going to a fascinating place where we'll learn all about jewelry manufacturing, pearl formation.
I can't say I know anything about pearl formation. Where is this
Neither do
place?
I, but we'll find out today. It's in Jerusalem.
Ooh, cool. So we better get going.
Let's go. Yavel Jewelers is one of Israel's most prestigious jewelry brand, which is highly known for its high-end, one-of-a-kind collection. Its products are sold all over the world and even includes a factory tour right here in Jerusalem. First of all, owning a piece of jewelry that was handcrafted in the land of Israel is already enough for me to want it. But here at Yavel Factory, not only is the collection super unique, but has a fascinating story behind it, right?
It does, and I would love to tell you about it. So first of all, you should know that Israel has a lot of companies, but what makes Yavel so special is the fact that we are blue and white all the way. Yavel is based on immigrants. 90% of the employees are from 23 different countries. And the most impressive thing here is the social enterprise for Ethiopian immigrants. And it's a school for jewelry making for moms and older students in the 40s and 50s. And it's very interesting, and I would love to show you everything.
So let's start the tour.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Let's go. When it comes to Yavel, they just wanted to help the Ethiopian community. We were the last immigration to Israel, and we did come from a third world country. And I think that our main problem is not the social side in Israel, it's the financial side. And I'm the first generation in Israel, and it's going to take some time. But Yavel really understood the problem, and when they opened the school for the Ethiopian immigrants, that's the way to help us.
So they're the real skilled jewelers. They
Oh,
take
yeah.
simple jewels and make them wearable works of art.
Exactly,
Is this their
and they're
own-
all over the world.
Is this their own collection over here?
Exactly, yeah. I mean, every piece here represents a student. I mean, when they finished their studies, they had to make their own piece.
The profit generated by the sale of jewelry from the Medja Maria collection goes right back into help fund the school.
And they're granted employment opportunities post-graduation
Of course.
here at Yavel?
At Yavel and in Medja
Lovely.
Maria. I mean, it's a school and a social enterprise.
Yavel's founders, Isaac and Orna, are the premium designers of the award-winning jewels. The tour begins with a short film in Yavel's Comfy Theater, highlighting the processes of pearl formation and jewelry manufacturing.
So first of all, welcome to Yavel. Now you're in the mother company. And when it comes to jewelry, usually it's considered too low tech. That means you work with your hands and everything, but we do use high tech.
Yavel has joined the technological revolution by using 3D graphic computer programs, which enable jewelers to design and customize each piece of jewelry by utilizing a computer model.
Now we are in the pearls division, and you can see, for example, Medja Maria graduate her work today is the pearls division. And when it comes to the pearls, I mean, you have to know that they come from two sources, fresh water and salt water. And in fresh water, the process can be up to 6 years, and the colors you're going to see is going to be white, maybe pink. But the salt water can be up to 26 years, and the color is going to be a lot more interesting. You can see the gold.
Is way more valuable.
Exactly.
I think what makes you guys really unique is you're designing around the gemstone. For instance, this pearl over here. This is a irregular shaped pearl, but I'm sure you'll create something around it, something beautiful.
Exactly. Pearls are not like white and round. That's what people have in their mind when they think about pearl. They come in different shapes and different colors. And you're going to see what I'm talking about in the next few minutes.
Wow, this place is incredible. This is where I get to try on all the jewelry here in the showroom.
Of course, anything you want. So you're wondering how we're making those pearls so beautiful. And I was talking about the fact that we design around the pearl, and that's an example. Okay?
Wow, look at this
crazy.
beauty right here.
Try it on.
Bet you I could try it on.
Of course.
Wow, I think it matches me. What do you guys think? Looks good on me, huh? Oh my God, this is just lovely. I'm not used to seeing
Not
myself
something
in...
you see every day.
Exactly. I'm not used to seeing myself in So much jewelry. Do you guys have a tiara to match? Okay, so what do we have here?
Ready?
I'm ready.
This
Diamonds.
collection is fancy color diamonds. Okay, and this lariat is all handmade. It's a truly rare South Sea pearl, and it has white diamonds all around it, and it's handmade.
Oh my God, this
Okay.
is just a beauty.
Yes.
I'm guessing that is one of the most expensive pieces you had on.
Really, in this entire showroom. This is
Yeah.
the most expensive, wow. So I'm just gonna walk
But
away.
you can
I'm
see
just
the
gonna go. I think someone's calling me.
Guard.
Now it seems as if we're leaving the modern showroom and entering the more ancient building. Does this hold significance in any way?
It is. This part is 150 years old, and it used to be on the way to Jerusalem. It was belonged to a Broza family. Along the years, the last thing it was a winery of Efrat, and when they moved out, that was a chance of Isaac fulfilling his dream. This is the last piece, and I mean it. I mean, we can spend a few days here if you want to.
I don't
So, please, a very different and unique.
Wowza. Wow, these are really beautiful pieces, and it's also a bit different than what we've seen previously.
Of
Different
course.
style.
Because right now you see the work of the students, and every piece here actually representing a student and his work. In these pieces you can see birds, and the students who made that piece was thinking about the fact that we were still in Ethiopia. We knew that the birds are migrating and they go all the way to Jerusalem. We would even have songs about how we're asking the birds, how's Jerusalem? So that's what the students did on this piece, and
So it's as if each piece represents a story
Exactly.
in the Ethiopian community and their
Ex-
life and what they've been through over the past thousands of years.
that's right.
Correct.
I would like to thank you for visiting us, and you are welcome again anytime.
Well, I thought that was a lot of fun, right, Max?
Yeah, who'd have thought? I never knew so much about pearl formation.
Well, now you know, Max.
I do.
Well, I have another activity for us to go on today, and it's in Jerusalem. We don't even have to leave the city.
Oh, what you got?
It's called the Jerusalem Bird Observatory, and it's really fun for bird watchers or just anyone that's into these different types of species that pass through Israel each and every day.
Wow, cool. So I'm interested to see what kind of birds we're gonna spot there today.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
For those of you who truly want to experience bird migration, there's no other place like Israel, where millions of migrants pass through each year. Today we came to Jerusalem's Bird Observatory, the first wildlife site in Israel, to observe the natural diversity of birds and wildlife passing through the holy city. Israel is the bridge between three continents, Europe, Africa, Asia, so this country has seen birds from just all over, different kinds.
Absolutely.
But which species of birds do you see usually passing through the Jerusalem Bird
So
Observatory?
mainly we're getting songbirds here, and we've seen over 200 species of birds coming through the area. And we get bird watchers coming from all over the world. So if I was a bird watcher and I wanted to see the birds of Europe, instead of going from country to country to country and trying to find 3 birds here, 4 birds there, 5 there, you come to Israel in the spring, you come to the bird observatory, you sit in our bird hide, and you can see a whole bunch of them all at once.
I see here that there's a bunch of different species of plants as well, and fruit trees
Absolutely.
for the birds.
The more diversity we have in our plants, the more diversity we're going to have with our insects and with our birds. And the more fruit trees and trees we have out, the more species of birds we can attract. But the most important thing is our pond. which you can see from the bird hide. Jerusalem is right on the edge of the desert, so there's not a lot of streams or ponds. The minute you put water, you're going to bring birds.
I see.
So you want to go see?
Yes, for
All
sure.
right.
Maybe we'll find some unique species of birds today. You have people here a lot these days, or is it too hot?
We get 50,000 people a year.
So here at the Bird Hive is a great place to bird watch.
Absolutely. Because
Without the birds being spooked, right?
That's right. So the birds can't really see us when we go in here, but we can see them as long as we're quiet and don't stick our hands out. And from the bird hide, you can see the pond, which is full of frogs and turtles and maybe even a snake or two if you're lucky.
This is paradise for a bird. They're drinking, they're sunbathing, they have all the food in the world. How could you tell which birds come from which country or which island?
We have no idea where these birds are coming from. We know they're coming from up north at the moment, and they will head to Africa for the winter. There's the spring migration from March to May, and then the fall migration, which has already started here in the end of July, but picks up speed through August, September, October. Here at the Jerusalem Bird Observatory and in other places around the country, we do research. We actually catch the birds, and we put rings on their legs and measure them, and then we release them. And hopefully that bird is going to be found somewhere else in the world. Then we can learn where they've gone, where they're coming from, how long it took them to get there, how long do they live. We can even answer big questions or start to answer big questions like how does global warming affect birds and bird migration.
A lot of these birds don't even make it to their destination during
They
migration.
say that about 2/3 of juveniles don't survive their first year. Migration is an incredibly stressful time. There's also finding your way, there's storms, there's predators, anything can happen. Those that make it have a better chance of keeping going, but surviving your first year is a big challenge.
So how long has the Bird Observatory been tracking these birds?
Here at the JBO, we've been tracking them for about 23 years. But around the country, it's been more like 100 years, and also all around Europe. So we're not the only ones tracking the birds. There are centers all over the world, and we're all connected by email and internet these days. So if a bird is caught overseas, they can contact us, say we caught this bird, this is the number of the ring, and we can let them know when we caught it, where we caught it. They give us their information, and slowly, with all this information, we've been able to build maps. And we kind of know where the birds are coming from, where they're going, and what their migration routes are. There are still birds we know nothing about. So birds who are coming from this Siberia or the Russian steppes, there's not a lot of researchers, so there's not a lot of birds being banded, and we still don't know anything about many of these species. So this is what one of the jobs of our center is, to continue the research and to learn more. So this was updated yesterday. So we have a group of teenagers who come here to volunteer, and one of their jobs is to update the list. So whatever they see this on that day, they write down here in Hebrew and English.
How often is it updated?
It's updated every couple of days, so that we can keep track of what's going on. These guys are mostly all resident birds, and then these guys, they're all migrants. So you see we have several species of warblers, and they've started their southward migration already.
So there's certain species of birds that call this place home, and others just pass right through?
Just passing through, yeah. And then there's some birds that come and spend their winter here. This is far enough south. They don't need to keep going to Africa. They'll hang out here with us.
These birds have some pretty interesting names.
Yeah.
The hopo, the hoopoe, the boolaboo,
Yep.
the lesser whitethroat.
Yep.
Wonder who came up with these. Max, I know you like to go to museums, learn new things. It's a hobby of yours.
Sounds like me.
It sounds like you. So today we're going to the Sound and Design Museum.
What? There's a museum about sound design?
Yeah, it's actually really cool. They have ever-changing exhibitions throughout the year, and right now we're going to the Sound and Design exhibition. So let's head there now. The leading international design museum just south of Tel Aviv regularly features new and innovative exhibitions. And today we're here to check out the latest exhibit on sound and design.
The Design Museum in the city of Holon is one of the leading museums in design and contemporary culture.
Wow, look at the design of this building, Max. I haven't even gotten inside yet and I'm impressed. Let's go see what they have to offer.
The award-winning design features a circular structure built with different tones of steel which wraps around the museum. The upper gallery features an exhibition which contains over 50 objects designed from the 1960s to present day, such as the evolution of the stereo system and speakers. The objects showcase the way sound and design fit harmoniously.
The municipality approached Ron Arad, a very famous architect and designer, and asked him to build a museum that you can put on a stamp. That means an iconic building.
The museum is considered to be an international hub for innovation in the field of design. The ever-changing exhibitions are designed to help visitors gain a deeper understanding of design and the role it plays in our day-to-day lives.
Do you hear that, Max?
At the entrance of the museum, sound elements are integrated in the building's architectural structure. This transforms the museum into a musical instrument, allowing the visitors to become the composers.
What we did was actually putting 100 speakers on the building, magnetized to the building, and we've asked 4 sound artists to create different sounds for the building for this exhibition, and they're playing the whole day long. So it's a very special surround sound. The acoustic of the building is influencing the sound that you can hear it. It comes from different areas of the building.
Sound is one of the most important tools in the toolbox of a designer, because through sound you design or define a space, actually. You can see it in the exhibition, not only through the objects, but also by the music that is heard through the walls.
Let's hear what this one has to say.
The intention for this exhibition was to set the mood of sound in preparation for what happens later on in the exhibition.
This is one of the rather interesting exhibitions here in the museum. How many loudspeakers are surrounding us right now?
In this room we have about 26 speakers.
26 speakers. You could throw one hell of a party.
This exhibition is called Sensing Sound and is a more interactive exhibit which offers a multi-sensory experience.
The idea is that we give an experience rather than learning what sound is, we feel it.
So it offers a multi-sensory experience. Yeah. So we could not only hear, we could feel, we could see. Yeah. So tell us about what we're looking at though up there.
What we wanted to do is actually create a hill. It's an acoustic hill. We hid inside like 10 speakers, and we have around us 10 more, and we have subwoofers underneath.
Looking above, we can see the image of ourselves represented by a cloud of points, with elements timed to the sound system.
Okay, Max, so I'm gonna finally let you choose the restaurant that we're going today.
Okay, how about some barbecue? Try some smoked meats, selection of smoked meats.
Why am I not surprised? I knew you would pick a place like that.
But
I'm all for it.
It's kosher, so.
All right, I'm all for it. Let's go. Which one?
It's called Chop Chop.
So chop chop.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Israeli locals love their meat.
Here at Chop Chop, you'll find a wide variety of the finest cuts of meat, which will leave all you carnivores out there hungry for more.
Most of the meat everything is kosher, כמובן, kosher halak even. So most of the meat are from young cows. Any place you will see fire, you will see a lot of people going there, usually Israelis. And I started to make smoked meat on the catering and a big Brazilian grill. And I find it very attractive because I love meat very much.
Wow, that makes two of us. Let's look through the menu. Now it's all in Hebrew, so what does simta mean?
Sirloin.
Sirloin?
Sirloin.
I could use
Very nice.
some good sirloin in
Goes
my life.
well with brisket.
Okay, I'm not a picky eater at all, so how about
I'll
you
make for
decide
you.
for me?
I will.
Decide for
I
me.
give you everything.
Everything on the menu,
Yeah,
all right.
also my heart.
Cheers. What are the different kinds of meat that we're looking at here? This is a beautiful
Okay.
display. Loving it.
We have here a brisket, sirloin, ribeye, and to the plancha.
I'm salivating right now.
It's a different way of serving smoked meat. Usually most of the places took out the meat warm from the smoker. I preferred to chill it and then to cut it and then to warm it again. I can warm it in a grill, I can warm it in a smoker again, but I warm it on a plancha. Because on a plancha I can play with that, with spicy pepper, with I don't know, whatever I like to. Everything together.
That's a lot of meat you got there.
Yeah, you're going to eat that?
I'll eat it all.
Okay, let's see.
I told you I came hungry. We'll eat all of that.
Okay.
All right, so now we are putting these slices of meat onto the plancha.
The sirloin and the ribeye will be the last one because we want it not to get dry because they get dry very fast, not like the asado and the brisket.
What would you say the Israelis love the most here, or do they just love every single thing?
We love everything. People love Israeli people love all kinds of meats, smoked meat, because the smoking taking out good taste from the meat.
All right, I'm not sure if we could finish all of this, but we'll sure give it a try. Let's go, Max. Where should I start? The fattiest piece?
This is the funniest. You can have it with your hands, you know.
That is a fresh cut of meat.
Bottom line is serve simple food. You're not too much in it, just meat, good fresh sauces.
Well, my beer is running out, sir.
You want another one? Another one?
This is succulent, juicy, tender, all great words to describe this experience right now. More, you've been more than generous with us
Welcome.
today. So let's cheers to that.
Chaim.
Chaim.
Well, that's it for us this week. Thanks so much for joining us for another episode of Cruising Israel. We couldn't be prouder to have you with us.
And don't forget to catch us next time as we cruise the country and show you the best Israel has to offer.
Bye.